Croatia back in the mixer over in the World Cup after beating Panama late last night. But what has that done to the grand old scheme of things over in Group L? Well, we'll take a look at that and much more next. That's my first back once again with another video. Today we take a look at the developments over in Group L, that's right, after Croatia's second half showdown, that's right, taking on Panama, of course. Who came out on top? What were the stats? We'll get into all of that in just a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe. You want subscribe for Blackburn Rovers World Cup reviews. That's right. We're reviewing the Group L encounter. That's right. Which, of course, eliminates Panama. But what does that mean for the rest of the group stage? We'll get into it in just a second. Big shout out to my members of the Patrons. You know who you are. Can we get 48 likes on this video to, of course, give Panama and Croatia the respect that is rightly deserved, of course. It was a tight old game, this one. Tussle as a growl scrap in Group L, and only one goal separated the two sides as, of course, Croatia secured the vital 3 points to keep them in the mixer, but unfortunately send Panama out. We'll showcase you the permutations and all that kind of stuff in just a second. But look at it. Of course, Panama were in this game. They were the better side, honestly, I thought, especially in the first half. And Croatia had that bit of quality, though, to separate the men from the boys, as some may say in this one. Croatia keep their dreams alive. They've not been great in this tournament, but maybe they can start to bubble now at just the right time and start to click into maybe to a third or fourth gear. But it's been a struggle so far for Croatia. Panama, with all their grit and determination in the two games, come away with nothing. No goals so far for them. But there's still maybe a part for them to play in this party and cause some upsets with the last game of the groups right around the corner. But this, as you can see, 8 shots for the Panama compared to 6 for Croatia. A lot of free kicks, a lot of stop-starts in this whole game. And as you can see, possession was in favour of Croatia, but Panama managed to create more chances than the Eastern European opposition on this one. Let's take a look then, shall we? And of course, the starting 11. Quick look at the starting 11s for you on this one then, shall we? Starting with Panama on the left-hand side. And Orlando Mosquera between the sticks. Jose Cordoba, Andres Andrande, Giovanni Ramos making up a back three. We had Cesar Blackman, Amir Murillo on the fullbacks, Christian Martinez, Carlos Harvey. We had Jose Luis Rodriguez, Yo Bacanas, with, of course, the captain's armband, and Jose Faradio up top. As for Croatia, we had Dominik Livakovic between the six, Marian Pogranic, Josip Sutalo. We had also Josko Gvardiol and Josip Stancic on the backside there, with Mateo Kovacic, Luka Modric, Martina Butotrina, Ivan Perisic, Mako Pasalak, and Petar Musa up top. Of course, quick look at the valuations, just 23.25 million euros for that of Panama. As for Croatia, we're talking 195 million euros of quality on the pitch. As for the substitutions, we did see the likes of Eric Davis coming on there for Panama. We also saw Thomas Rodriguez, Cecilio Waterman, Arias Lodoronzo as well. As for Croatia, subs included Luka Sucic, Mario Pasalak, Peter Sukic, Andrej Keremic, and Ante Budimir, who did get that goal. Who, of course, is now 34 years of age. Would you rather believe it? Look at the possessions and the sort of the figures that represent this performance. 6.65 for that of Panama on average. Back as an ass with a 7.4. He was calling the shots in midfield. As for Croatia, Modric with a 7.4. Better performance from him in this game. We had Baratuna as well with 7.5. Sutalio with a 7.3. But the man of the match, 7.7 at the back there for Stancic. Calling the shots at the full-back spot for Croatia. As you see the momentum, though, sea of blue, but there was, of course, some deep pressure there for Panama towards the back end of the game, where they could have equalised. And that if they would have found that equaliser, they would have kept themselves in this World Cup. But unfortunately, they are heading out, as you see here, bottom of the pile. Mathematically, they can get 3 points against England, but that would only put them into 4th place because of the stinking head-to-head rule. The head-to-head eliminates, well, it's the first rule of thumb here in regards to positions in the table. So that's the agenda. Croatia are in a good spot in regards to the third round rankings. Of course, they're in the mix there with that win. But now they need to get over the line with a point. A draw against Ghana secures the bag, I would imagine. But they still have an aspirations to maybe make top 2, if not even challenge for number 1 spot. A win over Ghana, and of course England tripping up against Panama could see a scenario where Croatia top this group. But as for Panama, it's all about now a bit of pride, salvation, and trying to kind of get home with something in this one. Quick look at the comments are made online then, shall we? We saw Brian Stavrakova. A sweet match, an electric atmosphere in Toronto, as well played as the match was. The sportsmanship between the two teams, awesome. Respect in sport. Any sport is a beautiful thing. Well done, Croatia. Hard fought, well-deserved win. Panama, you were outstanding. Meanwhile, Fact King says Panama fought a really good match. It hurts that they are eliminated, but it's a game. A lot of respect to both of the nations. Meanwhile, Corden Blood said Modric reaching 200 caps and getting a win in the same game is poetic. The man refuses to leave on a bad note. Pride of London said that's tournament football. Control the moments, not the whole game. Meanwhile, Levithian said, meh, worst team won, to be honest. One piece of okay quality and a mistake for the Panama keeper won them that. Otherwise, for me, Panama deserved a point at the very least. Zidon says, clean 3 points. And they keep their knockout hopes alive. Solid performance from the Vatrini, experience and quality showing through. Panama fought hard, but fell short. Respect to both sides. And then bottom there, Nazir Ahmed Mahmar says, not the loudest win, but in a group stage, 3 points matter more than the style. Indeed, it does. What about you guys then? Well, you went with, of course, Croatia to win this game, 90%. Panama, of course, 8%. The draw was at 2. As for the ping pong balls, they went with Panama on this one with a 1-0 win. The cat, though, she knows what she's talking about and went with Croatia. That's right, with a big fat win. As for me, though, let's head to the bloody board. Head to the board. What did I put in? I put in a 2-0 win right there, of course, for Croatia to beat Panama. Of course, they did pretty much that. And, of course, what do we now need to do is update the scoreboard here and now to put that scoreline in here. We'll do the England one as well. That was a 0-0. So 1-0 win. Croatia back in the mixer here for a challenge. Top 2 spots over in Group L in the 2026 World Cup. Well, there you are, folks. There you bloody have it. Of course, Croatia keep their dreams alive for an extended run into the World Cup. Can they do the business against Ghana and maybe even take a top 2 spot? Well, we'll take a look at that, of course, when we preview the game. Until then, though, subscribe, smash the like. Of course, your one-stop shop for the World Cup is right here. But until then, we're done.